Welcome to our executive interview series at FedTalks presented by FedScoop. I'm Wyatt Cash with Scoop News Group, and we're delighted to have Dunkin, Chief Information Officer at the U.S. Department of Energy, joining us today. Ann, thank you as always for joining us.
Wyatt, it's great to be here. Thanks.
I'd like to start by asking, what role do things like workforce development, innovation, and cultural management play in enabling agencies to serve their missions in this digital and increasing AI age?
So Wyatt, in my experience, right, technology is the easy part, right? It's all about hiring the right people, creating the right work environment for them to be successful, and that's what really drives innovation. And you also need to empower them. Part of that work environment is empowering them to go do what they need to do. So I tell people they need to be able to take risks, and the only way people can take risks is if they feel safe and protected in their environment. And we need people to have agency, and the only way they have agency is if they feel like their managers are encouraging them to do the work, to be productive, and to take those risks, and to go out and get the stuff done rather than waiting for something to come to them. So it's really all about people, culture, and innovation.
And then how have you seen zero trust architectures strengthen cybersecurity within your agency, particularly as we're heading to the September 30th deadline for a lot of milestones?
Yeah, so zero trust is just a buzzword, right? It's one more name for defense in depth, and I mean, obviously it has a particular connotation around the idea that we have to move away from, and we had all, I think, long before this came out, moved away from the idea that we can have a hard outer shell in our network and a soft, chewy middle, and everything's going to be fine. Because of course, really that network boundary had started to disappear a long time ago, with people teleworking some days, and then we went to pandemic, complete remote work, and we also at DOE, we have people from all over the world who are coming into our systems appropriately, not inappropriately, to do research with us. So the idea that you're not going to trust anybody without verifying who they are every step of the way, right, helps make things more secure, and that's just part of that defense in depth solution. So it's one piece of the puzzle that helps us be more secure, and we've the reason why I sort of say zero trust is now a buzzword is we've sort of thrown everything into zero trust, right? Almost all the security stuff that we do, people will throw a zero trust label on it because, now zero trust sells. But the reality is zero trust is one component, and it's that idea that you don't trust anybody until you actually verify their identity at every step along the way, and that's just one component of that big picture of defense in depth.
Well, Ann Dunkin, as always, thank you for joining us here at FedTalks.
Thanks, Wyatt. It's great to be here.